A very nice gentleman asks, what is the difference between these two meters and where do each best apply? And for the simplicity of this video, let's just call this a multimeter and this a clamp meter. So both of them, they measure electric quantities, right? So what you get on the multimeter is what you also get pretty much on the clamp meter. So both of them, they can measure voltage, which is in AC and DC. They can measure resistance. You have the continuity or the beeping mode, measure diodes, or measure capacitance, frequency, and current, which is also in AC and DC. Now, the main difference between the two comes to how they measure current. Now, for your regular multimeter to measure current, you have to place the two probes from your multimeter in series with your circuit. Then switch to current and you move the red conductor to the socket for measuring current. Let's do 5 amps. And you can see the multimeter is very accurate. That's one of the advantage of this type of multimeters. They have very accurate current readings. Clamp meter, as its name suggests, it measures current by clamping over one of the conductors. So let's switch to current and invert that for you guys, and DC. So you can see the clamp meter is measuring 5.14, so it's off by almost 140 milliamps. Now between the two, where do each best apply? So I'd say if you're into electronics repair, so you're doing laptops, phones, TVs, radios, those small electronics devices, I would say this is the best to go for, especially if you have a desk setup like mine. You can see there's this gap here below where the multimeter tucks in nicely. And the form factor on this is great because you have like an adjustable stand, so you can use it to set up the perfect viewing angle. A clamp meter will not work that well in a bench setup, so I feel like there's no proper way to position it because it has no stand. So you have to mess around with it every time, you know, moving it around, finding the perfect angle, and I think that will just mess with your workflow. Clamp meter, where it shines, it's outside in the field, you know, where you have conductors with very high voltage and